It's time for another episode of POW Pro Wrestling. I'm Brian Zane, the commissioner of POW, joined by the impresario, Mr. Ooh La La. Mr. I know the Powie Awards, as we've been announcing the winners the last couple of weeks, they haven't gone quite the way you have wanted them to go. You know, the Blanchard brothers lost out on Tag Team of the Year.
Vinny lost Most Popular.
Well, I mean, you could say that. He also won the Most Hated Wrestler of the Year. But needless to say, you know, there's still some hope for you. Still some hope for the Massaro family, because there are a couple of Powie Awards left to be given out and announced. We're going to kick this week's episode off with Wrestler of the Year. There's some great candidates for who the top dog was in POW Pro Wrestling, who could all lay claim to that argument. But of course, it was left to the voters, the powder keg. And you fans, the voters selected Funny Bone as the Wrestler of the Year for the Powie Awards. And of course, the resume speaks for itself. He's been in some of the biggest high-profile matches in POW ever since we came back from the pandemic. He became the POW Pro Wrestling Champion in emphatic fashion. He currently is still the champion, and he has been leading the throng of demon followers everywhere he's gone in POW.
Is this really who we want representing POW Pro Wrestling as the Wrestler of the Year, as the POW Pro Wrestling Champion? A man who paints himself up, he looks like a clown. He looks like a clown.
Okay, well...
He uses weapons. He says naughty words in front of the children.
Well, on the flip side, Funny Bone is for the children. That has been established. But needless to say, Funny Bone, a dominant 2022, and it's reflected in the Wrestler of the Year Powie. So congratulations, Funny Bone. Let's move on to our first matchup of the week here on POW. Tag team action. Of course, the Flamin Aces, they were in the running for Tag Team of the Year for the Powies, taking on the debuting team of Death Threat. Now, mister, we have seen Zeb Saint before here on POW Pro Wrestling, but he's coming back here and he's not alone. We're going to hear from he and Nathan Fox. It's coming up right now.
I'm here with Zeb St. 1, and it appears he has a new partner. Zeb, who's your friend?
So you guys have seen me in a POW Pro Wrestling ring before. You see me lose, you see me get jumped, and I brought my friend Nathan Fox, the hooligan, to make sure that doesn't happen before. Look, you may wonder, why am I deciding to throw my hat in the tag team division? It's because the Pacific Northwest has been killing it, and the best division is in POW Pro Wrestling. We want a piece of that. And tonight, they've given us the Flamin Aces. Who better for us to have in our first match but somebody who we've already had a little bit of a rivalry with, Oregon Pro Wrestling School, against us in the Dragonplex Wrestling School. So tonight, what we're gonna do, we're gonna put on for Dragonplex, we're gonna put on for Death Threat, because we are the definitive threat. And that ain't just a promise.
It's a promise and a threat.
Y'all heard it here first.
Where you going, Jonas?
I don't know. Who's going to do commentary?
What's he doing?
That's right, it's me, the voice of POW Pro Wrestling, Jonas Allen Robinson. Let's hear it for me.
That wasn't very
Now,
good
even Stevie
reception right
Wonder
there.
can see that Zay Perez is in no condition to compete tonight. Now, I took it upon myself to phone the commission this morning and let them know.
Did he do that?
And they said, Spencer Scott, you will not be competing 2-on-1 tonight. So what we're going to do right now is the Flamin Aces are going to forfeit this match. Let's get their opponents out here and make it official.
Wait. Max Burnside, how about you get in the ring really fast? Hold on. Let's get in the ring.
Wait a minute. What are we plucking people out of the...
Max Burnside, he has competed here at POW before.
True. But he's just out in the crowd right now.
How about this? What if, call me crazy, okay? What if you team up with Spencer tonight to take on Death Threat here tonight in Eugene, Oregon?
Well, I mean, he's dressed to wrestle, if you can believe that.
Oh, he absolutely is.
For me.
Well, we got some stores around here. I'm sure they can go around the corner.
I don't wrestle for free, dude. What if I say I have a delicious slice from Roll Pies Pizza, cheesy, gooey, large, thick pizza for you in the back if you wrestle tonight and team up with Spencer?
All right, that's
a heck of a deal.
That's a heck of a PO.
That's a great PO. Take it. You're not getting a better deal tonight.
Okay. Well, I guess we got
right.
ourselves a match. What was, now Jonas, I don't know what this.
Actually, right here.
Okay, he's getting his tape
So
on.
he's getting his gear on.
God bless him for having some spare tape. Now,
Absolutely.
Jonas, I don't remember you calling me or emailing me
Yeah,
about this.
what was
I'm the
all that
commission.
about?
No, I call this State Athletic Commission.
Oh, the state
I don't.
commission.
I wouldn't trust you to run a lemonade stand, Zane.
Oh, well.
He jumped right over your head.
Who's signing your checks?
I'll take his cut.
Okay, now we've got Death Threat making their tag team debut. We've seen Zeb Saint before, usually getting peeled off the canvas.
Usually.
But this is their chance
He's
to
like a speed bump.
this is their chance to shine in the tag division, the ever so hot tag division, which you know a thing or two about, Jeremy.
I do.
You have Spencer Scott now in. As you can see, though, Zay Perez, he's going to be at ringside with that bum arm. See the sling covering his arm here. He is not in any shape to compete. He will be back in a few weeks. It's not a serious injury. Now you got Max Burnside. He's got the wrist tape on. The shirt is off. He is ready to go.
Perfect.
Now we got Hot Shot and Saint exchanging some holds here. His top rope wrist lock applied. Don't let the look fool you. His technique is very sound.
I'll take your word for it.
Oh, nice little roll over there.
Oh, nice. I like it.
All right.
Okay.
A little bit of
First,
pepper.
a little bit of aggression from this guy. All right. I like it.
Hit him again.
A little bit of pepper to go with your steak. Oh, he dropped that elbow.
Oh. Take the partner promenade. Oh. Oh.
Nice arm drags by the Hot Shot. Oh,
No.
couldn't hit the third.
No.
Nice roll through is also avoided. Another arm drag. And look at that control there by the Hot Shot. One thing we heard about in the interviews before this matchup here, it's kind of a personal rivalry going back to when they were all trainees at rival schools. Of course, Scott and Perez coming from the Oregon School of Pro Wrestling run by the Midnight Heat. And then you've got the Dragonplex School up in Washington where Death Threat trained. So it's kind of a regional turf battle here.
The turf war.
So it's
West Side Story.
the greasers and the socias, huh? Which
Pretty
one?
much.
I see a lot of grease going on.
Now that's a bit of a lack of control by Burnside to allow Saint this free will to tag in Nathan Fox. Taking his first bit of in-ring action in POW right here. Nice chin lock applied to one of the most dazed and confused wrestlers I've ever met in Max
he's
Burnside.
definitely a Pineapple Express.
Of course, he's kind of a wily one. Kind of like what I said about Zeb Saint. Don't let the appearance fool you. He's got some tricks up his sleeve.
Although it hasn't worked out for Zeb too well at POW Pro Wrestling. He's a heck of an athlete. I don't know much about his partner here. Same with Max Burnside.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Took him right out of his shoes.
One thing you got to believe is that Death Threat's going to have the advantage just on team chemistry alone. Oh, nice little stop there by Fox. Burnside capitalizes, arm wrench takeover.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
no.
All right. Hey, he's got some speed. Two.
I'm sure he does, but he's quick too.
He has other things too.
Now, you don't worry about me.
Now, Jonas, I got to ask, what is this continued beef you seem to have with the Flamin Aces? Is it all because they rejected your advice?
Yes, exactly. I have an encyclopedia of professional wrestling knowledge and know-how. I was going to guide these two to the mountaintop.
Oh.
The mountaintop?
That's right.
Oh!
Spencer Butte?
And they spit in my face.
Yeah, they
Whoa. Look at that. Riding him like a surfboard. Oh, into the senton. Bringing Nathan down in a big way. Yep.
Oh.
It's the attacks you can't see
Only
coming. Capacity crowd here at World Pies making our debut in this building. This powder keg.
Yeah, they're hanging from the disco ball.
That's right. They're here for it. And now you see Fox blocking that sunset flip.
Oh, there you go.
All right.
Nice follow through.
Right.
Nice follow through, turning into a face plant maneuver. A face plant for a face plant. Getting some revenge there on Burnside, who has lost his bandana, folks. I regret to inform you he's lost his bandana.
Oh, that's okay. The other guy's got one.
Right
been out in the ranch.
All right, come on, Saint. Don't be taking too much time with the crowd here. No. Burnside is in no man's land.
See, they're keeping them in their corner.
Right, they've effectively cut off.
Absolutely, you got to stay that way.
One side of the ring here.
Why are Burnside's eyes so red? What's going on there?
Oh, we don't want to. We don't want to. Let's not.
Well, consider
It's
where
Eugene.
we're located,
It's
folks.
Eugene.
Exactly.
Just wandered out here like a lost child.
Well, the bus stop is right, real close.
Saint now taking his time here.
Oh!
And that cost him a little bit. His jaw's a bit wrecked. Nice catch, though. Oh. No!
Oh, yeah!
Wait a minute.
It's not over. Oh, what? What?
Hey.
Okay.
I like it.
I do too.
And Nathan
Oh,
Fox,
yeah.
who I'm not sure is the
Right
legal
in front
man.
of Jonas. Right in front of Jonas.
I bet he likes that.
Yeah.
I love it.
Now,
Oh, get it back, referee. Get it back.
Referee
Get
distracted
it back. Get him out of the ring. Get him down.
There's only so
Come
much,
on, ref, do your job.
only so much Zay Perez can do on the outside with a bum wing.
The bum wing.
Off the ropes is Burnside.
Oh.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh! He ate those knees like they were Funyuns.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, off the ropes is Perez. Nice. That's almost a variation of the snap, a move seen in the film American Angels, Baptism of Blood. Go watch the YouTube channel for the review. I had to plug my own thing. I'm sorry.
Okay, are we getting plugs in here? What's going on?
Hey, I'm the commissioner.
He can do what he wants. As long as you keep signing my checks, do what you want, pal.
I tell you what, I am impressed with the athleticism of Zeb Saint here. And now, what do we got here?
Yeah.
Referee's going to have to exercise some control here. We got a 2-on-1 situation
We're going to
brewing.
finish him off right here.
What do they have in mind? It's got evil intentions.
Uh-oh.
But
No.
Burnside,
Burnside fighting for his life.
moments of lucidity.
Oh! Meeting of the minds.
Max Burnside with a moment of lucidity, knows where he's at. Double drop kick off the top rope.
Wow.
This could be his best
That was
opportunity to tag in a very fresh Spencer Scott. Spencer hasn't even broken a sweat. He is in like Flynn.
Oh, here it comes.
Go! Here we go.
Oh, fire.
Leaping elbow. Nice boot is deflected into an enziguri. Way to think on your feet if you're Spencer Scott. In comes Nathan Fox.
Oh!
Wait a minute, a bit of an accidental collision. Look out! Oh! He just DDT'd his own partner, Jeremy.
Yes, he did.
Malfunction at the junction.
No kidding. Can't allow someone to do that to you.
I'll tell you what, Hot Shot is carrying the load here for, both his tag team partners, Perez and Burnside. Powerbomb broken up.
Got to make sure the other guy is out of the ring.
That's right. They're not out of the woods yet, but
Not
that
out of the woods.
great burst of energy, great burst of offense by Scott here. That's going to give them a moment to breathe. Burnside trying to communicate something to him. And now this could be the chance for Def Threat to make a real impact. Imagine this team making their debut at POW, taking down one of the most popular teams.
Oh, no.
Oh, talk about malfunction. That was a huge shot to the jaw of Nathan Fox.
He's illegal, right?
Is he? You're right, I think he is. Letting it go is the referee.
I guess it doesn't matter.
Scott going to the top rope. What's he got in mind here? Oh, beautiful swanton off the top.
No.
Burnside cheering him on. That's it. That's the match.
Jonas. Your boys.
They're not my boys.
Well, Jonas, how do you feel about that in the face of adversity?
I think that one's gloating.
In the face of adversity, you've got the unlikely duo of Scott and Burnside. Wait a minute. Def Threat not done here, and neither Scott. Look at him throwing those hands. And Jonas, he's put down his headset. Where are you going? Jonas is back in the ring. Have we not seen enough of you in the ring? Oh, wait a minute, DDT! Jonas Albert Robinson with a DDT. What are you doing? What are you doing, Jonas?
I guess he decided he couldn't see this anymore.
Jonas is the voice of POW Pro Wrestling. What is he doing? And now you got Perez with a ball bat. Perez the ball bat running out Jonas. Now he has the microphone. He took the microphone from me.
Are you out of your mind? Trying to attack me? I'm just a commentator.
You DDT'd him, Jonas.
When?
You all saw it.
I saw nothing. I don't have a good seat. I got an obstructive view.
I do not want it to come to this. This message goes out to every wrestler in the POW locker room. I have $5,000. That's $2,500 for Zay Perez, $2,500 for Spencer Scott. For anyone in that locker room that can take these two jackasses out of the sport of wrestling for good.
What? Jonas has placed a bounty on the Flamin Aces?
That's, Jonas, these guys have really got to you.
Jonas, what are you doing, man? Well, I'll tell you what, the Flamin Aces, they got 3 good arms between them, and now they got a huge target on their back.
A bounty?
A bounty, Jonas. A bounty.
These guys worked you up so much in a frenzy that you want these guys out.
That's right. I'm dipping into the trust fund, and I'm wanting these two out of here.
Well, folks, as a member of the POW Pro Wrestling broadcast team, I in no way condone or endorse what Jonas Albert Robinson did at the end of that match. Can you believe him putting his hands on Spencer Scott the way he did with that DDT and then issuing a bounty on the Flamin' Aces?
Well, it's already 1.5 of the Flaming Aces since Zay Perez has that in the third wing. But I don't blame Jonas Albert Robinson. He offered his decades of expertise in tag team wrestling to the Flaming Aces, and they spurned him, they spat in his offer, they spat in his face.
So instead of just moving on to somebody else who might be more willing to hear his advice, he's gonna spend $5,000 or $10,000 of his own money putting a hit out on Spencer Scott and Zay Perez?
There's no price you can put on hurt feelings, Brian Zane. And the chasm of pain that's now coursing through the heart of Jonas Albert Robinson, you can't put a number on that.
Well, cry me a river, Mr. and Jonas Albert Robinson. But be that as it may, I certainly hope there's no one in the POW locker room who's depraved enough to try and actually make good on that bounty. I know for a fact that Spencer and Zay are well liked in the locker room, and I can't imagine too many people back there would be influenced by the almighty dollar, mister.
Well, perhaps Jonas would have to recruit somebody from the outside, a bounty hunter.
Well, you know what? Bounty hunting is always in, if Disney Plus is to be believed. And that's, we might have to see what happens. Will Jonas have to hire some outside contractors in order to pay off this bounty and rid the tag team division of the Flamin' Aces? We'll have to wait and see with that. But of course, folks, our main event, moving on to something very big. We've got the international internet sensation, the protagonist of pro wrestling, Kidd Bandit. They are in action here, making their POW Pro Wrestling debut as they take on Bruja, Abigail Warren. Now, mister, these two, you should know as well as anyone, these two do have a history. And if I didn't know any better, I'd say Kidd Bandit would not approve of what you've been doing as the conservator for La Bruja.
Well, that's why Kidd Bandit is not La Bruja's conservator. I am. And as long as La Bruja follows my orders, listens to me, obeys my every whim and need, then everything will be copacetic.
Well, that's all it takes then. Well, folks, for our main event, we are about to hear from the combatants. Kidd Bandit versus La Bruja. It's happening right now.
Bonjour, it is I, Ms. Ulala, who have returned here to POW Pro Wrestling with my charge of sorts, La Bruja, Abigail Warren. And tonight, they are battling one Kidd Bandit. Now, it's maybe Kidd Bandit version 1.0, Kidd Bandit version 2.0. It does not matter because at the end of the night, it will be a 1 in the win column for La Bruja and a in the last column for Kidd Bandit. We're not playing around. This is not child's play. You have stepped into your ultimate nightmare.
I'm supposed to be interviewing Kidd Bandit right now, and I have no idea where they are.
Summoning Kidd Bandit. Hi!
Hey!
Thank you for summoning me. I am now making my POW Pro Wrestling debut.
Yeah. Kidd has a match tonight against La Bruja, Abigail Warren. What is your strategy?
Well, I had a whole document plan. I had a battle plan, I analyzed all the data, I even hired a spy and a private eye to scan and scout my opponent. Well, not that I needed to, because Abigail is actually one of my closest friends. But something happened here at POW Pro Wrestling. If you aren't keeping up, Abigail has been, enthralled by Mr. Ulala's conservatorship. So now, What started out as an exhibition match is now my mission. My mission to purge all that corruption from my friend, to save Abigail from Mr. Ooh La La, because I was preparing for a bout. But now, I'm preparing for the fight of my life.
Kidd Bandit making their POW Pro Wrestling debut here. And what a challenge they're going to have here going against one of the most dominant competitors in the women's division. Talking about Abigail Warren. Look at this.
Oh, gorilla style.
Of course, Mr. Ooh La La, who I believe went to Louisville, Kentucky and stole Jim Cornette's WrestleMania 10 jacket.
He did.
Is at ringside, the conservator to Abigail Warren.
Hopefully the jacket brings him better luck than it brought Jim that night.
Big time.
Here we go. These two,
I can feel the power.
These two do have a history together. They are friends, but there are no friends when it comes to one-on-one action in professional wrestling. It's all about getting that win.
Hey, look at that.
That was pretty crafty. Kidd Bandit, who's real popular on the Twitters.
The Twitters? Is that what they call it these days?
That's the Twitters, exactly.
Interwebs.
The interwebs?
That's right.
She's very popular on FaceTube.
Exactly.
Nice.
I tell you what, if you are familiar with Kidd Bandit, oh, look at this. If you're familiar with Kidd Bandit, or if you're not, I should say, they are not afraid to throw down and get violent. I mean, I've seen a match with them versus Drexel. That was a real bloody affair.
Oh!
There's a meeting of the minds if I ever saw one. Oh! There you go. Way now. These two do know each other very well. It's pretty well scouted. This is going to be quite the battle.
Stalemate right there.
Tell you what, I don't think, I hope that Kidd Bandit's prepared for whatever sneakiness is going on the outside with Mr. who has honestly the most garish sunglasses to date, does Mr. Ooh La La.
I don't know where he got those, and I actually don't want to know. I really don't.
You rocking those suits you rocking, you're talking about someone else's style, Zane.
These are custom-made velour sweatsuits, Jonas.
I see a thread hanging off one right there.
Watch your tone.
Yeah, let's see some sportsmanship.
All right, yeah, there we go.
Trust!
Oh! Out the window.
Have.
Out the window goes the friendship. Tell you what, Abigail Warren, she has shown a very aggressive dark side as the conservatee of Mr. Ooh La La, but you can also tell from some of her most recent matches, I think she's being pushed to a level of violence that I don't think she's comfortable with.
Are you sure?
Whoa! Well, Mr. Ooh La La,
I think she likes it. I think she likes it. I think she's adapting very well.
Well, she only does it once Mr. Ooh La La jingles that key in front of her. Look out.
Hey, we all have our vices.
Mr. knows best, all right? I mean, it's working for her. Abigail's been on a tear lately.
Is that a TV show? Mr. Knows Best?
Yeah.
Oh, my, look out, look out, look out.
Oh, no.
Oh! Oh, my God. So many places that could have gone wrong, and they still land on the stairs.
Get the gurney.
Oh, my stars and garters. That could have knocked him out. Now Abigail getting in the ring. They're going to exercise that 10 count. It begins.
Smart move.
Might as well.
Smart move. Smart move.
What? I don't know. Why are you looking at me?
It's called pure distraction, baby. Trying to get Mr. Allah over there.
We are just mere observers.
Map it out for you.
In this game called life. And you can see Abigail not done here, bringing Kidd Bandit back into the ring. You gotta wonder what other sadistic maneuvers might be in store. Oh!
2 count. 2.
I don't understand how Bandit kicked out of that. That looked career-ending to me.
Kidd Bandit now on Dream Street. We're not in Night City.
Whoa!
There you go. Yeah, fire up now.
We are not in Night City. We are in Eugene, Oregon.
Uh-oh.
And, oh, look at this.
Oh!
Nice resourcefulness. That's a new hack. Oh! Now Kidd Bandit's gonna have to stick and move if they want to stay in this contest here.
Open palm strike.
Bandit going to the top rope here, looking to put Abigail away, but look out! Oh my goodness! Picked her out of the sky. That could be it.
Count to 10.
The disrespect on that cover, just putting all that pressure with her hand right on Kidd Bandit's face.
I don't know if those pepper and kicks are going to get the job done.
No, they're not, but they're humiliating. That's what the...
Look out! Oh!
Oh my God.
Right on the top of their head.
Oh! Giving the kids something to remember.
You talk about a data reset, that's going to scramble their brains.
That is a glassy look in their eye right now.
Look out, big suplex attempt here. The Bandit coming back. Oh! That knocked Abigail out of her boots.
Flying.
Oh! Big kick to the mush. Kidd Bandits, no corpo. Street Kid all the way, and they are on a fiery comeback.
Did you say Wally Carbo?
No, I'm saying they're not corpo.
Oh, sorry.
It's a cyberpunk reference.
My bad.
Oh, of course.
Bandit now feeding off the energy of this Eugene, Oregon crowd, coming out with the kicks.
Oh.
Mr. Ooh La La, I'm kind of surprised at the restraint that he has shown here in this matchup.
Oh, yes!
Kidd Bandit showing no restraint with those kicks. Look out. Ducks. Oh, look at Abigail picking it up. Oh, one more for good measure. How many kicks do you think Abigail's going to eat tonight?
Like 12.
Look out into the ropes.
Here comes another one.
Oh, nice little spin move. Coming in hot with the tiger fake kick.
13, Brian Zane.
I'm glad you're keeping count, Jeremy.
I am. Don't go back and rewind it and check.
No, wait a minute. Now, hang on. Mr. Ooh La La.
Right in front of Buddy
Rude.
Rude.
Blatant interference. Come on, Buddy.
View of Buddy Rude.
Do something about that, ref. I tell you what, I have a meeting with these referees to assert their authority a little bit more here, because that was blatant.
Yeah. Let's talk about beating with the referees, Roger Goodell.
And that was blatant superplex action. And that's
great.
it.
That's shades of Barry Windham.
Now look at this. If Mr. Ooh La La could get his head out of his you-know-what and maybe keep his body out of the ring with that chair, we could have ourselves...
Dude, listen, he just wants to take a seat. He wants to discuss some things.
If he wants to take a seat, he can buy a damn ticket.
Okay, there you have it.
He's got the chair here. He wants Abigail to finish the job.
I love it.
And you can see Abigail here. I think she's had enough.
You do what you're told. All right, you're under contract. You do what you're told.
And you see Ooh La La waving that figurative key.
You don't question John Elway's methods. You just do it.
That's right.
He calls the play, you do it.
A good soldier follows orders.
And where do the Broncos end up in the playoffs this year, guys?
Well, with Russ, with Pringerus, that's...
Abigail been given the chair. I don't think Abigail wants to do it. I don't think Abigail... Wait a minute! The quick thinking by Kidd Bandit.
See,
she who hesitates is lost, Brian Zane.
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly. She flinched. Abigail flinched and hesitated and ate that chair as a result. I think Kidd Bandit wants to speak here.
Oh, that's what it's for.
Oh, now she's taking a seat. There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
Listen up. Yo, you could have beaten me without their help. A lot of people out here look up to you every day. No, it's true. I know. Because everywhere you've gone, people look at you. People, they see what you're capable of. Despite every naysayer that criticize how you look, how you work, People stop, they shut up, and they watch you. So they...
What does this look like? Kidd Bandit
Listen to them.
trying to appeal to Abigail's light side, you want to call it
But
that?
we already know how far she's gone to the dark side, so it's not. It's Mox Nix right now. It's not gonna matter.
Drive a wedge between a beautiful friendship
Right?
like Abigail Warren and
So,
Lala.
you can take the easy way out. You can go and hang out with this unfashionable loser.
Oh,
Wow, that's harsh.
fighting
All right.
words, fighting words.
That was stiff.
Or you can turn your back on him and face everyone that loves you.
What the world
Easy way.
needs now.
Guys, wait a minute. Kidd Bandit giving Abigail a message here, wants to show her the way. That violence might not be the answer. Wait a minute.
I knew it.
Wait a
Yeah,
minute.
all that. Oh no!
Hey!
No!
Wait a minute.
Yeah!
No!
Yeah! Yeah!
Damn it!
Yeah!
Damn it!
Yeah!
Are you kidding me?
I love it. Does my heart good. Does my heart good.
Kidd Bandit trying to make
What did I tell you, Brian Zane? You think you know it all?
plea to their friend in the business. And you know as good as anyone how hard friendship is to come by in wrestling. When friends want to pick you up when you're down, that's what Kidd Bandit was trying to do.
Yeah, but you know what? Friendship never got anybody rich, all right?
It's not the pro friendship business, all right? It's pro wrestling.
Well, Kidd Bandit took a choke slam on the chair for their efforts.
If you're looking for compassion, go down to the soup kitchen.
Yeah.
What a finish. You see, we hooked Kidd Bandit, reel her right in for the hug, and then, have a seat, Kidd Bandit. Back to the prelims for you, La Bruja victorious again. Still under my charge, we'll say.
I thought we'd seen everything, and I thought we were going to get a genuine, heartfelt moment there in the POW Pro Wrestling ring, but I don't know what you did or what your influence, how deep and pervasive it is for Abigail Warren, but sure enough, Abigail twisted the knife and twisted Kidd Bandit up and down in the air. That suplex on the chair, that was hard to watch, mister. I can't believe you would approve something like that.
Well, I give La Bruja a little leeway. If she wants to slam her opponent through a chair, so be it.
All right, well, who knows if the friendship between Kidd Bandit and La Bruja can ever be mended after what we saw in the ring just now. But of course, we have other things to talk about as well. They still had a great match, and speaking of great matches, let's round out this week's episode of POW Pro Wrestling with the final Powie Award of the year, mister. I'm talking about Match of the Year. 2022 was full of terrific matches for the Powder Keg, but in the end, the fans voted for one above all else. And I'm talking about a match near and dear to your heart, mister.
Near and dear to something else, too.
That's right. It's the 3 Stages of Hell match between Funny Bone and Vinny Massaro. That was at Blair Alley, and that was the night that Funny Bone conquered the Nice Guy and wrested the POW Pro Wrestling Championship away from the Massaro family.
Thankfully, I was only there for one of the 3 Stages of Hell because Funny Bone ran me off with that staple gun.
It was violence personified. It was brutality redefined. And in the end, it was Funny Bone coming away with the win in that hellacious 3 Stages of Hell match. And mister, for everyone's sake in POW, I hope and pray we never have to bring that match out again. Join us next week for more POW Pro Wrestling, folks, where we're coming back bigger than ever. And we do mean big. A colossal 6-man tag match in store as the Bad Life Choice, Caden Cassidy, and his new empire of Dr. Cleaver and King Naja battle the Hammer Brothers and Derek Shaw. Then in the main event, the outlandish one, Zicky Dice, will be in action to defend the most prestigious championship in all of YouTube. I'm talking about the Wrestling with Regret YouTube Championship.
And there's other factors that might come into play here, especially our friend Vacant. Vacant has notified me they've asked for a complimentary ticket. I've granted them the complimentary ticket to come and see the match for themselves. Vacant knows how to line a couple of pockets. Although I haven't figured out where yet to spend the vacant bucks.
You know what? Don't you dare. As far as Vacant's concerned, that's a story for next week, folks. I hope Vacant doesn't show up next week, but until then, folks, for Mr. Ooh La La and for this weird
Sounds
thing,
like this has made your brain go a little vacant. You've got vacant swirling throughout your mind. It's in your head.
I'm Brian Zane, and we'll see you next time.